Family planning helps a woman when and how many children she should have, right? And it's a human right. Yeah, it's a human right. So, welcome our dear viewers. Today it's a Thursday and we are in Kawempe. Kate Farah, that is where we are. And we are at it's an organization for young people. They deal in family planning. They do about research, adolescence, advocacy, community sensitization. Yeah, they're doing amazing job. And today we are here to look at family planning, the challenges, the strategies we can do, what is missing, the unmet need, and what do young people, especially in Uganda, what they need. Do they need family planning? They don't need it. Are they using it in a right way or not? So I have youthful young people, and they are all well equipped. They are versed with the family planning. Some have used types of the family planning, but of course, even me, I've used one of the family planning. Yeah. So we are going to be sharing the experiences. I'm going to be talking about different family planning methods, and we'll see how we can really disseminate this kind of information that someone who's watching, where they at least learn 2 or 3 things. You don't need to learn everything, but at least speak 1 or 2. But before we go any further, please let me allow my guests introduce themselves. They will tell us who they are, what they do, and what they are passionate about, and if they are in a relationship, if they are searching, and of course you're also there watching, you know who to go and where to find the person. Alright, I start on the right or the extreme? The extreme. The extreme.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Joel Sendi from Uganda Youth Alliance for Family Planning and Adolescent Health. And I work as a director of programs at the organization. Yeah, I love change. I love changing adolescents. That is changing from a negative mindset to a positive one. Yeah.
So are you in a relationship?
I'm actually in a relationship. One baby.
Oh wow. That's so sweet. That's why don't you like you didn't expect it?
You say that baby, so
yeah,
baby.
My baby.
Morning everyone. I'm Virginia Kopsinja. I work with the Uganda Youth Alliance for Family Planning and Adolescent Health. I work as a community engagement officer.
You're single. Alright, our viewers, Virginia is single.
Okay.
Yeah. By the end of the show, you know where to find her.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Gabaka, staff member of the Uganda Youth Alliance for Family Planning. I'm also single.
Are you searching?
Are you?
You're searching.
Morning everyone. My name is Buko Grace. I started at Uganda Youth Alliance for Family Planning and Adolescent Health. I'm not single.
Yeah, my heart is. Yeah, she's not single. You've had Joel, you've had Virginia, you've had Grace, you've had Becca. Right, and of course your host Biaranga Frank. So today, before we go far, I want Joel to tell us what is family planning, why do we need it? Do we really need family planning? And what is it about?
Okay, first and foremost, we all have to know that family planning is a human right that everyone has to have in order to exercise their right when it comes to fertility. And that comes when one has to know when, how, and where to produce the children. Now, if you're to look at Africa as a whole, we are having a big population. So if we want to have a proper demographic development, we have to reduce the number of the people that are coming. So that when we see resources, when we get resources, we don't want to have people overlapping resources, but we want to see where a population where we can see equal in a perspective of people equaling to the resources.
Because even when you look at the poverty around our poverty is high, the rate of poverty is high. So like what you're saying is what I'm getting. It reduces on the poverty.
Yes, because at that angle, one will have to know that if yes, I'm supposed to produce this number of children that I will be in position to cater for. Not just producing just for just, but producing when you know that I'm producing 2 children where I can cater for them and give them something. Not having a bigger population where people are just going to be on streets. High dependency ratio, like depending on the government, depending on the families, which is really going to lower the economic growth. So with the family planning, it really helps in enhancing economic growth.
Yeah, thank you, Joel. Now, Grace, I don't know if you've used any of the family planning methods, but for you, I would really want you to first share a little bit of experience. Have you ever used any of the family planning?
Yes.
Which one? Because I see we have, this is a female condom, I see we have men that there, I see this is a pea, this is the moon bead. So I don't know which one have you really used that.
I've ever used the moonbeam. Yeah.
So what is the experience?
The experience is not bad because it all depends on how you target your days very well. Yes.
So how you target your days very well. It means maybe when you know you are in safe days, or maybe you're not supposed to have sex. Alright?
Yes.
So it's that. That's okay. Which one have you used to among all the types of family planning? You've used a male condom. Yeah, you can touch it again. Yeah. So, how did you get to know about male condom? How did you get to know about it? Why did you like that know that I'm supposed to use a male condom when I'm going to have sex with someone? So like, where did you get that information?
That information. Here is the place where I went to. That's how I was told to use it when I'm going to have sex.
Did they give you a reason why you supposed? Yeah, sure. Share with people who are watching. Share with us that this was the reason that I was given.
I had the information, but the information was not vivid. But you have to give me correct information. I learned how to use it. I learned the advantages that if you use a condom, you are going to get HIV, STDs, unwanted pregnancy.
So before you, because there are some things that before you use condom, there are some things that you must do, like saying this now the condom is in good condition. Now I can do what? I can use it. So what did they give you that information?
Exactly.
Sure, you share with us. Feel free.
When you get a condom, first see the expiry date. If it is good, you touch to feel the inside it. After when you feel when there is air inside it, that is good. You fold it like this.
The corner.
In the corner. You tear. You don't bite it. You don't cut it. You don't use a razor blade to cut it.
Because when you bite, you might
You get
damage it.
the condom might get damaged. You tear up here on the edges.
Is there any sign that this is where you can open or
No.
there's no sign?
You tear the edges.
So don't remove it for now because I know Joy is going to. That was good for you. Yeah, plan. This is Abu, and he's sharing his honest with us that you got the information from your FPA. And of course, I know Joy will tell us how they got Abu and these amazing young people who are willing, who are passionate about the community, are willing about disseminating information to fellow young people. And of course, this is also an organization that also believes in peer-to-peer, like one-on-one, young people talking, disclosing each other. This is what is on. Yeah. So now, Joe, you could also tell us there are so many types of family planning. So many. Which for me, I don't know, maybe even agro, even linear, even price, but they don't know. If you could at least tell us, maybe the common ones that we do have, maybe in Uganda and some of the hospitals. Yeah.
Thank you for the question. Again, for the family planning methods, we have those that are hormonal methods, and also we have methods that are not hormonal. So with hormonal methods, what I mean is those are the methods that when you take them in, they circulate within the blood system. Yeah? So when you look at the pills are hormonal methods. When you talk about the pills,
I saw them like this is the
these are the pills, the contraceptive pills. And also the pills are also divided into two. We have pills that are taken by the breastfeeding mothers, which are all white, and then those ones that are not taken by breastfeeding mothers. So these are all hormonal methods, but they're all contraceptive pills. We also have emergency contraceptive pills, which are also hormonal methods. But emergency contraceptive pills are also into different brands. We have the Revoc, which is also an ECP, emergency contraceptive. We have an eye pill that very many people know. We have the morning after pill and many others. Those are hormonal methods. Besides the pills, we have the injectables. We have the injectables, which also circulate within the blood system. There is a new technology that has come on board besides these injectables. We have a Zyanapress, just that right now we don't have it now. We get it to the community members. But the Zyanapress is so good because it can be self-administered. Unlike these ones that you go to the healthy personnel to administer them. So those are the hormonal methods we have besides the other methods we have. So there is also the non-hormonal, those that of course they don't circulate within the blood system. We have the condoms. When we talk about condoms, we have condoms that are both male and then female. And yes, and also the female condoms. Yeah, we have the diaphragm, which looks like this. A diaphragm. We have
how does this one work?
How does this one work? Have you ever known how a female condom works?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, just like a female condom, the diaphragm works the same. So how does it work? It's folded, yeah. When you're inserting it in, you're supposed to hold it. When you hold it, it will go inside and it will sit on the mouth of the cervix. just like a female condom. Yeah. So when it sits on the mouth of the cervix, it will act as a barrier to destroy the sperm that might pass through to the fallopian.
So
tube.
this ring, the ring stays out or it also enters?
Actually, it's just a hole. It's not that it has a ring that goes out or comes in.
Yeah, because this one I know that
It has a ring.
Yeah, it has
Yes,
because
yes.
of this.
Yes, so this one just goes in, all of it, and sits on the mouth of the cervix. Just like how I'm holding it, that is how it's supposed to be inserted in. Yeah. So you put it in, and then of course it prevents the.
This is a new experience. I think I should maybe tell one of my to start.
Yeah.
No, of course now this one is inserted. So yeah. Like these are the experience that we like all like how we explain. Of course, I would want now these ones we are used to them and I don't know if you have ever tried like practical this. No. Oh, is it because they are not common or they are still maybe there is that perception or maybe
Now basing on the societal myths and misconceptions, you know that a woman sometimes is supposed to be ordered by a man. Yeah. So when you find a woman who's going to be so much empowered to use a female condom, people will take her to their either commercial sex worker or a woman who is so empowered to one extent that she can't even listen to her husband. You get? So, and many have issues of it's so big, what if it enters in and then I get issues, But then I've used it with my girlfriend and it's good. I've actually liked it more than a male condom. Yeah, because at least it covers the whole system of a girl. That even if the water splashes from the inside to the outside bit of me, I don't get that.
So what was that experience? What did the girlfriend say after? Did she feel like this is
Yes, actually, she felt really good. Why? Because one, in the first place that I gave her the alternative. We sat on a round table, we discussed. I was like, hey babe, I have mine and you have yours. Which one should we go with? So she said, you know what, Joel, I think we can go with mine. So, of course, that was already communication that was being facilitated.
Of course, I think next week you're going to be talking about communications. You don't need to be like someone who guys communicate. I think this is not about communication. We are going to have sex, before having sex, even during sex, and even after. You get to know how was it.
Right?
Yeah. So now the thing is, I would want you to also to tell us some of the advantages of using the long term and the long term.
Okay, for the long term, we're talking at in a perspective of years and above, right?
Yeah.
But then we also have long term that may be around 5 months or 6 months and all that. So with the advantages, we look at a woman will just put it in once, and then we'll have to think about going back when some time has passed. Unlike the pill, where she'll be like taking all the time, we get issues of GBV, gender-based violence, because sometimes men look at their women taking medicine and they'll be like, is that PrEP or PEP, So they get fights. But if you look at the long term, of course the long term is so advantageous. But also the short term also advantageous. Yeah. But looking at the weighing scale, if you put it in like for that long, of course you're not going to get issues of I'll have to go back and then I get it another time, It's once and for all put inside up to when the event time is, the prescribed time has ended. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe. Now, back to you, Grace. Why do we use all the things? Why do we use family planning?
We need the family planning method to Plan for our future. Yes.
The future, yes.
The future of giving back.
Yeah, we like maybe you plan how many
How
kids,
many kids to have.
how many kids to have, when to have. Yeah, that's so amazing. And Abu, you think we really need these methods of family planning, or
Yeah.
why do you think they Uganda is supposed to supply the things?
First of all, they are good to use. They like condoms for a male and female because they really they are protected.
Yeah, protect. And of course, to give the dual protection, the condoms, right? Give dual protection, yeah. So we really need this condoms. So the same question. We really need this.
Yeah, for the young people need this information because we are the young people who are going to drive tomorrow's development. So if we do not teach ourselves these things, our parents do not teach us these things, yet it is our future. If my parent died right now, I would make very many mistakes because I don't know about this. But if I go and tell someone about contraceptive pill, I tell someone about condoms, I tell someone about pills, they will know that, oh, if I get pregnant, I can have that child, but then I can use family planning to prevent another unwanted pregnancy in the near future. So I can start maybe school after giving back to my child, I can get a job, then I can think of getting another child after some time. So it is very important that the young generation knows about these things. The fact that parents keep quiet about them doesn't mean we don't know about them. Our friends actually tell us these things, but they tell us wrong information.
And sometimes you want to explore and
Exactly. So you explore using someone's wrong
information.
yeah. So it is better if we go to people and tell them the truth about these things. Even when people say, they say that these things make people fat. Do you know why they make people fat? These things have side effects. You understand? People say that I put an implant and it got lost in my body. It cannot get lost in your body. It is just covered by the fat in your body. Because you like it gives you more appetite and then you eat more. So you gain weight.
And even sometimes it's advisable to go to the doctor, to the trained doctor, the trained health worker who can say, you know what, this is best for you.
That's why very many people, when you go to communities, very many people have a lot of misconceptions about these things. Because I hear from a neighbor and I'm like, hey, what's for you using what pills? Hey, let me also use pills. I think they work very
Immediately,
well.
she goes
and gets pills.
Yes.
And you know these pharmacists, for them they just want to make money. They'll tell you, hey, you want pills? It's okay, they give you. Then you start taking them, you start nauseating, you start getting headaches, and you're like, hey, what is happening? You understand? So it's very important if you give people the whole package of this information. Tell them if you're going to get an IUD, go to trained health worker. They should tell you about how it works. When you should go back, when you should do this, how it works, you know, all those things.
That was so nice, Virginia. Yeah, it is really good information. If you've been following her statements step by step, it's really amazing. Thank you for that.
Maybe an addition to that is to my fellow young adolescents and other young people out there, if you're going to use any family planning methods, I understand that, like my colleague Virginia said, sometimes we tend to advise our friends wrongly that I've used an emergency and it has really worked for me. But it's really important to check out to the medical personnel, because through the medical personnel, that's when you're going to know your medical eligibility. So if you have, for example, if you had fistulas or obstetric fistulas, yes, you're supposed to undergo a certain family planning method and not just a method that a friend has just advised you to get. So it's really important for the young people out there, before you go in for any family planning methods, to first check out a doctor, a qualified personnel who can really interpret a MEC will, a medical eligibility criteria will, to explain it to you.
Yeah, and of course, before we go to challenges and what government can do for young people, I wanted that at least press, so at least for you, you've used the moon bead, right? So at least, like how you use it, how you know that maybe when I'm this drug, maybe I can have sex or not, like, yeah, how, because I know, or you, or we, or Virginia, anyone of you guys who things.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, yes, before we dwelt into the scientific methods or the modern methods, we had the artificial, sorry, we had the natural methods. So with the natural methods, we don't want to have the conflict of interest, whereby the religious leaders and the cultural leaders are saying that we're only talking about the modern methods, but we want to engage everyone.
That's why when I started with it, I was like, you know what, I need to go fast and people know about it.
Yes. So way back we had issues of the setbacks we get when we talk about the methods, the family planning methods, because at times you might go to a community and then a religious leader says, you guys are talking about pills, and that is not advisable in the Bible. So for us to engage, to have that multi-sectoral approach, we have to engage them. And how do we engage them? We engage them through talking about also the methods they really want us to talk about. So we have our moon bead, which is also a natural method. How does a moon bead work? It has brown beads and it has white beads. So on this, the whole bead, the whole circle, the whole moon bead are 32 beads. Yeah. So it has the brown beads. The brown beads are the beads which show that you're in a safe place. Yeah. And then the white beads show that you're in unsafe place. So if you go in the unsafe place, of course you're supposed to either use